Good afternoon, adventurers. So it is afternoon and we are off to the Artist Palette here at Saratoga Springs for some lunch. We'll see what they have. It's good. So here's a look at some of the lunch offerings that they have here at the Artist Palette. I think I'm going to have the Saratoga Lobster Club sandwich. Alright, so here's my lobster sandwich. Let me see if I can find the lobster for you. Alright. And there's some lobster salad. Along with some thick potato chips. And my dessert. So my kids wanted to make sure that you knew that they also got chicken nuggets. And they like it. They think it's very tasty. My wife got chicken nuggets. Have you tried any? No? Okay.
Very good.
So my lunch was delicious. It was good. The lobster sandwich was very tasty. I have had better lobster rolls, but I think that's only because I'm from New England. We kind of invented lobster rolls, I think, but it was still very good. The kettle chips were tasty. I would have personally preferred French fries, but you know they were still very good, and everybody enjoyed their meals. The kids liked their nuggets. My wife had nuggets. She said they were good. And now we're just back at the room, and we're having a little downtime. The kids are having some behavior issues today. It's been long week for them, so they need to take a nap and relax for a little bit. And then tonight we're gonna have dinner at Wilderness Lodge, where that's the new Snow White and the Seven Dwarves dinner, where we're going to meet them and the Evil Queen. Alright, so we had some downtime. We sat quietly and let the kids play on their computers because they really needed the break. And then we had some pool time. We went to the pool over in the paddock, which has the bigger, faster, more exciting water slide. I wish I would have taken you on it. Unfortunately, I know the GoPro is waterproof, or it's supposed to be. Unfortunately, with the way how much this thing costs, I'm a little nervous to bring it with me on the water just yet. I'd rather get some more protection for it. While we're waiting for our reservation, I know the first night I went and walked around the resort a little bit, but it was dark, so I don't really know how the GoPro picked up the video on that one. So before it gets dark again, and while we have a little time, I might take a little walk around the resort, show you stuff in the daylight, and right now I'm going to fill up our soda mugs over at the Artist Palette, and I'm standing in the winner's circle where there's a horse race jockey. So while I'm in here at Artist Palette, something I've neglected to show in the last few videos, every time we're in here, there is a whole selection of wines and champagnes here available for sale. And then right next door to the Artist Palette Quick Serve, there's the Artist Palette gift shop, and you can buy all kinds of DVC merchandise here. They have shirts and keychains and magic bands. Here's the shirt for Saratoga Springs. Here's a neat Cogsworth clock. That would be $80. Right next to Lumiere for $55. Here's some nice hats. I would rock that hat. That's $24.99. That's not bad. Here's some Disney backpacks for $49.99. A lot of this merchandise is just repeat stuff of what I've seen in the parks. Here's a sweater that I've seen in other places.
I like this little tote. This is a nice tote. It's got some patches for Walt Disney World. That's $39.99. That is super cute. $29.99 for that jersey. Believe the bow. I like that. $39.99. Oh, and they have little baby ones. How cute. Born to be famous. Famous. And that is $24.99. Oh, here's a whole selection of board games. Disney World themed. We've seen a couple of these in other places. Here's some of those Purple Potion backpacks. Some Disney luggage. It's not bad, I don't mind that. The luggage is $199. And here's a DVC Special Vacation Club member bag. That's $44.99. Oh, and here's some DVC umbrellas. Those are $29.99. So here's a map of the resort. It is absolutely huge. We are staying right over in here somewhere for most of the vacation. Then we're gonna end up somewhere else for that very last day in a much nicer studio room. But you can see this this resort is absolutely huge. So as I've been walking around this resort, something I've noticed, there are absolutely no palm trees here. And I'm sure that is on purpose, because this is supposed to be model of Saratoga, New York. Obviously we don't have palm trees up in the Northeast. So I gotta say, I kind of miss it. I come down here to Florida to see palm trees, and to be in a resort without them feels a little funny. There's also a running trail here. If you do a daily run, you want to keep going while you're on vacation, they have a marked out trail of 1.4 miles and 0.8 miles. All right, so looking out over the hedges here a little bit, that is a golf course out there. So Saratoga is a golf course resort. It is the only golf course resort on Disney property that is the Disney's golf course, and people who stay here generally enjoy golfing. So it's a short walk over to the course from the resort here. So in case you missed my video from the first night, here is a list of some of the activities that go on daily here at Saratoga Springs. There's the High Rock Pool party, the campfire, which is something I'd like to go to eventually. Every resort has a campfire where they cook marshmallows, and then there's the movie Out Under the Stars. That's fairly common to all the resorts. And the Surrey bike rentals. So here's a look at the restaurants available at Saratoga. There's the Artist Palette, which we've eaten in a couple times. The Turf Club, which is a much nicer dining experience. There's the Paddock Grill, which is over by the pool if you wanted to eat while you're pooling it. And there's Senses Spa if you wanted to get a massage. Get a shot here of the beautiful Florida sunsets. So I'm just going to kind of walk around and take a look at the resort here until I feel like I'm probably not getting very good video anymore, which judging by the sunset is going to happen real soon. Now this is all the Springs area of the resort, and these are all preferred rooms because they are close to the lobby. However, like I've said, they are the last stop on the bus line, so you may want to go over to the Paddock stop to catch your buses, because you'll end up being like the second ones on and the buses won't be as crowded. We're just crossing the bridge here over to the Paddock resort area, and we've crossed this bridge many times before in the videos, and I like them. They're very nice, especially in this fading light. They actually look very pretty. So here is the Paddock pool area, And there's the big water slide we just finished going down. A lot of fun, much faster, much bigger, much longer. By no means is it any comparison to like regular water park slides like Blizzard Beach or Typhoon Lagoon, but as far as resort water slides go, I would say that that was one of the bigger ones here on property. A lot of fun. And then you have Paddock Grill out there. So I'm standing here taking video of these rocks, and that's for a very special reason. So these are real rocks, and as somebody else mentioned in other videos, these rocks are not native to Florida. They do not have these kind of rocks here. So Disney actually shipped in rocks from New England for decoration here. So way off in the distance, you can see there is a balloon. Saratoga Springs is very close to Disney Springs, the shopping area here in Disney, and that is the balloon ride that you can go up in and get views of the area. Disney Springs is actually within walking distance. There is also a boat from here over to the springs, which we may go to at some point. I think we have plans to go there on our last day and eat at Art Smith's Homecoming restaurant. So here is a marker. I've seen other markers around, just like this one. This one says 1 furlong. Now, I'm not exactly sure what a furlong is. I know it's some kind of unit of measurement, but I've seen 1, I've seen 2. I haven't seen too many of them, but I know they're around. Maybe these mark out the running path. So here's a pond over in the Paddock area, and I'm kind of surprised because it does not have a fountain in it. And the reason I say that is there is almost a fountain in every single pond, in every resort, in every park, everywhere. And the reason is for mosquito control. Because what happens is the mosquito larvae float on the top of the water, and if the fountain makes ripples, it actually drowns the larvae. So the pond here, while I'm sure stocked with fish, becomes a breeding ground for mosquitoes. So like I said, I'm kind of surprised that there is no fountain in this one. So as the light is fading, I wanted to come over here. We are in the carousel section of Saratoga Springs, and as you can see, we're in a carousel-like pavilion, and this is a little picnic slash barbecue area. There's some tables, and over here we have a small barbecue, which looks like it's never been used, but you could, if you wanted to, come over here and barbecue. And I wanted to come in here and take a look around because we've passed this place a number of times in the buses, and I keep seeing the carousel horse, and I wanted to get a closer look at them. And then there's also a very nice fountain over here. Yes. Very pretty. I love Disney fountains. I could make videos just about the fountains around Disney, especially in Epcot. Epcot has some really fantastic fountains. So I don't know if I noticed this before. Maybe they turn it off at night, but the light on the fountain is on out there, and this is probably the best nighttime picture of Saratoga Springs that I'm gonna get. Oh, Disney ducks. Quack, 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 quack. These guys are not afraid of people at all. It's crazy. Oh, this is really cool. There is a family of little ducklings out there. I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but it's so cute. All right, so the light is fading now. It's getting dark out. I'm sure I'm making videos where you can barely see me, and the picture is probably not coming out so great. So we are gonna head back to the room, grab the family, and make our way to the Magic Kingdom so that we can catch the ferry to Wilderness Lodge for the Snow White dinner. So with that, I'm gonna say thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And now it's time for you to go find your own adventure. And I'll see you next time.